Hello, Gun Nation. All right, how's everyone doing this evening? Hopefully, y'all can hear and see me and all that good stuff. Let me make sure I have my phone muted because I don't want any interruptions. Seems like every time I'm on a chat, I start getting a bunch of text or DMs or something. So we will shut that down. All right, let's just do a quick roll call. If I called you, y'all were on early. Golly, why is this thing doing that? All right, if I called your name, y'all were on early. Let's see here. We've got Kathleen Music. Hello, Guy Comet. Pistol Pete, Dennis B, Frank. Let's see if I missed anybody. Anthony, hello. How are y'all? All right, let's get this rolling. Oh, Fina. Hello, Fina. All right. Yes, we've got some questions. Let me go ahead and answer a couple of them that have already been popped on. I'm not Will Rogers. How are you? All right. We'll go ahead and get to these questions real quick. Kathleen's asking, have I ran the 507 X2 through its paces yet? No, music, I have not. I just mounted it. I've been dry firing it, but it's not even sighted in yet. Just trying to see if it sets up the same, and it's exactly the same. It just has the tray and does have the smaller dots. It's not the version 2. It's the newest. So this is after the Trijicon lawsuit. They had to go back to the small dots or the small adjustments versus the big ones. So this is that one. So it'll be their newest, their latest and greatest. So have not put it through its paces, but I still have 8 other Holosun 507Cs. I haven't had one issue with any of them. So I don't predict I will with this one, but who knows? So we'll go from there and see. Let's see. All right. Guy Comet had this question, kind of an interesting question. What is my favorite 40 caliber and favorite 45 caliber pistols? Getting ready to buy one of each, and he's curious. Probably my favorite 40 caliber is, of course, an all steel, and it is the Tanfo Limited. It's a really cool gun. It's not, it's kind of on the expensive side. It's about $1,000, $1,100. Great pistol. You can also get it in 9. You can get it in 10 millimeter. You can get it in 45 or 40, but it's a great pistol. As far as, inexpensive 40s, I did like the Glock 24, or, it's the 6-inch barrel. It's great for a 40. I'm just not really a 40 shooter anymore. But if you have to get a 40, I understand due to the ammo crunch. You would be hard pressed to find a Glock 24 because they're super rare. You can find the 17Ls sometimes, but the Glock 24s are pretty hard to find. And then in my favorite 45, if you're looking for capacity, it would be the FNX 45. I really love mine. Is it my favorite to shoot? Not really. My STI 1911 with the red dot that Vulcan Machine Works did, that's probably my favorite 45 to shoot, but it's all customed out. So if you're looking for a great 45 with high capacity, you can get the threaded barrel, you can get it already red dotted, you can get the 45 tactical. Great pistol. I actually prefer it over, I saw that you were asking about the USP H&K. I prefer the FNX 45 over the USP. I believe the USP only holds 10 rounds plus 1 in the pipe. The other one is 16, I think it's 15 or 16 plus 1 in the pipe. I can't remember. I haven't shot it in a while, but it's a great pistol. So I would go FNX 45 if I wanted a high capacity 45, and you can get the tactical or non-tactical. So I saw the non-tacticals on sale somewhere the other day for like $625 or something like that. The tacticals are usually about $1,000, but they came down in price, so that might be something you're interested in. All right, let me get way back down here. Looks like a bunch of the yeah, Neil, I bought some 40 just because it was in stock. Yeah, I don't even own a 40 pistol, and I've got over 1,000 rounds of 40 caliber ammo. So I think I actually have like 1,200 rounds of 40 caliber. So, yeah, the M&P 2.0 and 45 is nice. It's a nice pistol. Depends on if you're going to carry it or you're just wanting, something to shoot in 45. If you're looking for a small pistol, the Shield 45 is really nice and it's a great shooter. Yeah, Keith Gregory saying that too. I just saw his comment. Let's see here. Hello, Bagger Bro. How are you? Hello, Keith Gregory. All right, let's see here. Hello, Art. All right, let's see here. Here's another question. EOTech EXPS2 or a Trijicon MRO? Which choice for an optic on an AR pistol? I kind of like I really like the aim points. The EOTechs aren't bad, but the battery life kind of sucks in them. So that's just one thing. And of course, they're holographic. So if that doesn't bother you, they are a little fuzzy. That's the way they're going to be. All holographic sights are. I've got the new and y'all have probably seen me post it. The new Vortex Huey. It's the UH1 Gen 2, and it is a holographic sight. Also, I've got a review coming up on it. I've spent a bunch of time with it. I've shot it. I've done a ton of dry fire with it in night and day. Now, I don't have night vision, but I've gone out in the backyard and stuff at night and played with it. So I've got a review coming up on it. And it's the first Vortex Huey that is all American made. So that's another reason that I bought it. But I prefer the aim point personally over the EOTechs. The Trijicon are nice, but I like the larger window of view in the aim points, and then also on the Vortex. So that's just my opinion. Pistol Pete, his favorite 40 is the one he sold. Let's see here. Boy, let me catch back up. Yeah, I will say this, IBG, yeah, the TAC Commander in 45, 14 rounds, it is a heavier gun. If weight is a consideration, the FNX is pretty light, considering the ammo capacity they can hold. So that could be something if you're going to carry it. I actually carry my FNX 45. I've carried it many, many times in an outside waistband holster, and I'm not opposed to an inside. It's just nobody really makes an inside for it that's worth a damn. So, or that I've found. So I do carry it a lot in the winter, and you can, load it up, but mine's not dotted yet. Probably will be in the future. All right, music on the ammo predictions or any predictions when the ammo shortages will stop. It'll definitely be after, after pretty far after the election. I think that it's probably not going to be till the middle of next year. And I have spoken with some ammo manufacturers who actually make ammo, not reloaders, but companies, their representatives. And that's what they have told me also, due to the primers. But, we'll see. But I would, as you see it and you can afford it, maybe get some more of it here and there. That's even what I'm doing. I've got a good stock of ammo. However, when I see good deals, I'm grabbing it because you can never have enough ammo. I'm going to shoot it. So, I've been asked this a lot, Anthony. Let me go to your question here real quick and I'll throw it up. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The EOTechs are designed fuzzy. Because you don't stare at the reticle, you actually look through it, and that's the same with all red dots. But if you have astigmatism, it can actually be fuzzier. But in the review, I'll tell you how I got around that. Anthony is asking, am I interested in the new SIG P320 AXG? Absolutely not. That's nothing that I'm interested in. You know, it's an alloy frame P320. I'm not a SIG fanboy. I've owned SIG in the past. You know, I still have a SIG. It's just nothing that really excites me. It's a striker fire gun with an alloy frame. You know, you can kind of take your 320, you can get the Icarus Precision frame. However, you know, it doesn't have the changeable grip panels like the new one does. But for an $1,100, you know, street price $1,100 striker fire gun, it's just not that impressive. I mean, you could get a Walther, what is it, the P5 or the Q5 match, or the, what is it, Q4 steel frame, you know, if that's something you're interested in. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, Big Johnson Gear, after you announced about the 507K on eBay, all sold out and now going for 380. Yeah, anytime I find a deal like that, just so you know, the way that I do it, people who have told me, hey, you know, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, they'll send me DMs. I'll kind of hang on to them in my phone. And then when I see these deals pop up, I'll shoot them links real quick because I'll just keep them on my DM list. I'll shoot out links real quick and the friends that are looking for them and things like that. Once they say yay or nay, or they bought them or whatever, then I'll throw it out to the public. So if y'all kind of want to get on the heads up list, you can shoot me a DM and just say, hey, I'm looking for it. I already had a guy do it tonight. He sent me one because I had done that announcement. So if that's something that you're interested in, you know, I try to help out people who help out me by watching me and subscribing to me and things like that. So, you know, if I can help, I'm here to help. So that's what I do. 40 and 45, as I like the 9. I do enjoy different rounds. Guy comment saying, yeah, I actually enjoy shooting different rounds too. You know, I love 22. I love 9mm, 45 for pistols. And then, of course, I like different calibers in rifles or PDWs, things like that. So, you know, I just think it's kind of well-versed if you can fire anything. And, of course, I can shoot a 40 caliber. It's not a big deal. Or even a 10mm. But, you know, if that's something you're interested in, I recommend working with different platforms or having familiarity with them, just in case you had to pick up one in a situation, you know how to use it. Or you can prepare for the recoil or things like that. Mr. Media is saying, so many people coming into the shop looking for the AXG. I don't see why. There are plenty of build-it-yourself options soon. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can go on to the SIG website and you can go into that builders and you can kind of build up one. But I think that they're doing it because it's a special edition, comes with a coin. They're only making limited amounts of them, supposedly. So it's probably going to be some sort of a collector item. I don't really consider a striker fire gun a collector's item personally, because it's not a, you know, tricked out revolver, or it's not an all steel gun or 1911. So I would never consider a striker fire gun a collectible gun personally, but there's a lot of SIG fanboys and things like that that will like it, and you know, probably fall in love with it. But at the end of the day, it's still a 320, so with an alloy frame. Yep, Keith, that's what we were saying. The ammo shortage will probably go into next year. What's up, Bald and Curious? How are you, man? All right, Art is saying, so holographic isn't as sharp. I thought people with astigmatism like the holographics. It can affect people differently because they can have a different type of astigmatism. Not everybody has exactly the same. It can affect people differently. I'll go into it when I do the review, because I'm going to talk about it from my point of view with stigmatisms in both eyes. But there is a way to correct it. So, and I'll go over that also. But you know, they're designed that way because you're looking through the fuzziness, and I can put the fuzziness on the target and I can still hit the center of it. So, you know, because you don't really stare at it. When you stare at it, it's more fuzzy, but when you look through it, it's not as fuzzy. But there is a way to clear it up. So, yep, EOTech is designed fuzzy. Trying to catch up here. Fiocchi's coming to America soon. That's good. Fiocchi makes good ammo. I really enjoy it. Oh, you're welcome, Bald. Yeah, that's right. I remember you saying that you were going to grab one. Yeah, there was, from what the group that I know, when I recommended that out, there were about, I think, 8 different people that I told them about it, and they actually bought it. So I know it was you, Harry, Work the Trigger. God, I had other people DMing me. I'm sorry, I can't remember all the names, but trying to give everybody shout outs. But yeah, I think it's a cool little dot. I think it belongs on a slimline or a micro pistol. On the compacts or the full size guns, I would still recommend like the 507C or the Trijicon RMR or an SRO. It would just look weird having a big gun with a little tiny dot, but you know, to each their own. That's just my opinion. Do what works for you. Hey, what's up, Keenan? How are you doing, man? Double B. Yeah, Pistol Pete. That's what I was saying. It comes with a coin, and just so you know, also it does come with the new Sig mags. I don't know if y'all have heard about them, but instead of having the windows on the front, they've moved the windows to the back. It does have the orange follower. Supposedly, it's supposed to be a better mag for the Sigs, and this one does come with 3. So in the future, all Sig mags are going to be coming with the new Sig mags. So if that matters to you, or if you have a Sig 320 or something like that, you know, that might be something that you would want to look at. And you know, when I saw the gun, you know, the new Striker Fire, you know, grip panel gun, I was like, okay, for $1,100, you could buy a Sig 226 Legion. Now it is double action, single action, so it's not Striker Fire. Or you could get the Sig Legion single action only 226. You can change the grip panels. It's an alloy frame, and a lot of them are red dot compatible. Also, and I don't know if y'all know this, on the new Sig, the AX or AXG or whatever, it now fits the Sig Romeo. It also fits the Delta Point Pro, and finally, they're letting it fit the RMR. So you don't have to put a plate on it. It will fit the RMR or the SRO. Finally. I don't know why they waited so. I know why they waited so long, but you know, now they're finally getting on board and letting the Trijicon people have that. Okay. Big J, would I ruin my CZ 452 22 bolt rifle accuracy if I had a gunsmith cut the barrel for a suppressor? I know a guy, it's Wiley's, his name is Lee, and he actually trims barrels, threads them properly, does not mess up the rifling or anything in the barrel, and he's done plenty of them. You know, he's got the lathe, he's got all that, he's a gunsmith. If you have the right guy do it, they're not going to mess anything up. If you have the wrong guy do it, you know, it's kind of, think about it as crowning a barrel on a pistol, if you're familiar with that. Like on 1911s, a lot of people crown a barrel. My STI is crowned. I've got a couple of 1911s that are crowned or have been crowned. You know, if you have the right person do it, it's not going to be messed up. But if you have the wrong person do it, it could very well be messed up, as in anything. So, but and it's really not that expensive to have one done. Keith Gregory, yes, I have been. She is mopping the floor with them. I mean, it is a dog and pony show. This woman has so much knowledge. She has no notebook. She has a sheet of paper in front of her that she could write notes on, but hasn't written anything on them. And these people are going through books and trying to pull all this crap, and she's just hammering them. So she is killing it. She is killing it. I can't wait till she gets on and just mops the floor with all of them and tells all of them what she really thinks. All right. Let me catch back up. They're coming up with some great questions. And I had some questions real quick. Gosh, I can't remember who asked them. I think it was gosh, sorry, I don't want to be rude. I will give him some credit because he asked these questions. This is B-Dub. So B-Dub asked, what do I think about the FK Bruno 7.5? I think it's awesome. You know, they have the all-steel version, which is extremely expensive. Now they have the new polymer one. I think it's cool because 7.5, you can take down pretty much any mammal you want to with a pistol. I think that's cool. Firearms price before the election, will they go up? I think they're going to continue to kind of creep up a little bit. I don't know if they're going to go crazy. Of course, people are price gouging. We can't control that. And he did ask for the big frame revolver wheel guns. What do I think about them? You know, like the Marlin 45 long Colts, Smith & Wesson 500s. I have shot the Smith & Wesson 500. I've shot the 460 Casull. They're cool. I don't think they're very practical, but they're fun to shoot here and there. If you shot a 500 quite a bit, your arm and wrist is going to be pretty tired. Do they have a place? If you want to hunt with them, you know, you can. I've seen people put scopes on them and do all kinds of crazy stuff with them. So do what you want to do. They're not really for me. That's just, you know, nothing against them. They're just not really for me. So that's my opinion. All right. Yeah, 226s are accurate. All right, any thoughts on the Holosun 509T? AA is asking. The 509T is pretty cool. It's all enclosed optics, so your emitter is actually enclosed. If you've looked at it, you've got to put, it comes with an RMR plate that you actually put on your pistol. If you've cut for an RMR, you put the plate on. Then you slide the optic on, and then you screw it on from the side, and it locks to the plate. So I think it's cool to have a totally enclosed emitter. I think that's cool. However, it's kind of a tunnel. You know, I've looked through the Acro before. It's kind of a tunnel. It doesn't give you as large of a field of view. I've got to look at them when they come out. I know they're about $429, which doesn't sound too crazy. But I don't know. You know, I really enjoy the 509s. You know, you could get 507s, or you could get the 508T, which is the titanium housing. You know, I just really enjoy those. But to have a closed emitter, if you're going to be in the rain or the mud or something like that, you know, that'd probably be pretty cool. Let's see here. Paul is asking, have you shot a Mossberg MC2? They are definitely hard to get right now, but I have one and it's very impressive. Excellent feel and accuracy. I broke it down completely, and it's about 90% Glock. I've seen them. I've finger banged them in the gun store, things like that. They really don't appeal to me personally, because it is a small gun. I already have a Shield 9mm and a Shield 45. Not that there's anything wrong with the Mossberg. I've heard good reviews on them. I've heard a lot of people like them, that they're super accurate. They just don't have anything that I'm personally interested in, but I'm glad you like yours. I have heard good things about them. I know the price dropped on them quite a bit before the COVID, so you know, you could get really good deals on them. So if you find one and that's something you're interested in, grab it up. Yes, that's what I was saying, Keith Gregory. I have shot a 500 Magnum before. Yeah, it's a hoss. Yeah, as Mr. Media knows, that's another question I have. The Atlas and STI video that I put out, and if y'all are curious, Mr. Media is my buddy, and it's actually his Atlases. And our other friend, it's his STI, the Staccato XC that I shot. Thank you very much for letting me shoot them. But that video, I'm getting people that are like, you know, I really did. They're both great guns. There's a little bit of likes and dislikes. You can watch the video with both of them as I shot them, not as they could be, as I shot them, you know, as they were handed to me. There's upgrades you can do to both, and there's downgrades you can do to both. You know, and the price points are, you know, I call them out. Actually, I found out that the Atlas is a little cheaper than what I originally said. However, you know, I've got people like, oh, you're crazy if you buy those guns. They're way too expensive. Those are not average Joe's guns. You know, people are saying that. Well, you know, there's a lot of non-average Joe's pistols, rifles, all of that out there. Buy what you want, buy what you're comfortable with, buy what you enjoy. Don't tell people what to buy. I never do that because I hate it when people tell me that. Why do you have that TSO? Why do you have this? Why do you have that? Because it's America. We can all have what we want. So, but let's see here. Yeah, everybody's going on about that coin from SIG. Coins are magic. Let me catch back up here. Yeah, the Taurus, let's see here. The Taurus G3C is $249 with taxes. Yeah, they are a great price on them. Humble got one. He had problems with his, had to send it back. I'm personally just not a Taurus fan. Nothing against them. Way back when they were making pistols in Brazil, I owned a Taurus back then, and I had a lot of problems with it. So I had to send it in twice, and when I got it back the second time, I sold it. And it was the all metal kind of. It was like the 92 Beretta knockoff, and I actually had a Beretta 92 at the time, but I was like, well, I'll get this Taurus and try it. Mine had all kinds of problems, but like I said, that was forever ago. So if your Taurus G23 or G3C or whatever is running great, run it. But I would just recommend shooting the crap out of it before you depend on it. Just make sure it works perfectly. And then also, I forget who was saying about the 22. 22 barrels and, the action and the barrels, they're actually not all that expensive. They might be now due to COVID. However, you can get, if you wanted to take your action out of that rifle and put a new barrel and action in it that's already pre-threaded, you could actually do that too. Most of those are pretty easy to change out. I actually forgot about that. Rather than spending the expense to have it tapped and, all of the other stuff to thread it and all that, you could probably just buy one that's threaded and drop it, just bed it right in. So that's another thing you could think about. Yes, Art, I did. The PSA dagger, I saw on PSA where they actually put it out and they're like for sale, and everybody started trying to order it and couldn't get it. And then all of a sudden they said it's not available for order. So I thought they were maybe testing the market, just to see if people were still interested in it, which they would be for the price point. But I either think they did that just to see what the demand was going to be, or what. I don't know if it's necessarily like a problem with the pistol. I think they just stuck their toe in the market to see if people were still interested in it. And God, I think it blew up. I mean, there were like tons and tons of people saying they tried to order it. So donkey, get a donkey music. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, it was Romans who was asking that. Romans, you could just get another action for it and throw it in there. All right. That's the thing about the Glock 19. Everybody knows what a Glock 19 is because everybody knows the size and things like that. So that's the easiest gun to compare every gun to as far as size. So when you see a comparison video, there's usually always a Glock 19 in it saying, here's the Glock 19 and here's how big this gun or here's how small this gun is. So it's easy to use that as a comparison gun. So that's why a ton of people talk about it and show it. Let's see here. I was able to grab some, people always ask like, hey, where I get ammo and stuff like that. I bumped into a place that had it. I couldn't believe. It's called SK Arms. They've got 2 locations, but I got 400 rounds of S&B 200 grain, which are subsonic. 200 grain, 300 blackout ammo. And for the box, so it comes with 20 rounds, it was $19.99 a box. I couldn't believe it. And those are subs. So they're not price gouging. They're not ripping people off. And I was able to buy 400 rounds of it. So, and to be honest with you, I could have bought more, but I was leaving some on the shelf for others. I was trying to be considerate, but they didn't have a limit on it. So I thought that was pretty nice. Let's see here. Art is asking if I bought anything on Amazon Prime today. I personally did not. My wife did. And if you're talking about who, we set up, I did set up, gosh, what's their name? The, what is it? The American, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. But yes, I did. We did give, to them. So. Hello, Mike I. Oh, I appreciate the thumbs up. Yeah, if y'all are enjoying this, definitely hit the thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Yeah, they are. They when I walk in, they know. I mean, they watch my videos. They knew who I was when I went in there. I've been in there a couple of times in the Flower Mound location, and right when I walked in, the guy was like, "Hey, I watch your," it was the first time I'd ever been in there back a while ago, and he's like, "Hey, I know you. I watch your videos," and I was like, "Hey, that's cool, man. Thanks." So that was pretty cool. Well, I think also the dagger, the PSA dagger, it takes Glock mags, it takes a lot of the other things. And so, a lot of, and it takes a lot of the Glock parts. So, and the price point was really good on it too. So I think a lot of people are excited about the gun and really want to try it out, see what it can do. So, that's, I think that's why a lot of people are trying to jump on that dagger. Tonight's chat is brought to you by Buffalo Trace. I would agree with that, Keith. I have heard really no bad reviews on Taurus revolvers. To be honest with you, the only Taurus revolver I have ever shot was the Taurus Judge, the 410 or whatever it is, 410, 45 Colt. I wasn't really impressed with it personally, but their other revolvers, they look pretty nice. But I have never shot another one other than the Judge. Okay, I think I'm going to sell my Daniel Defense V11 Pro. It's too heavy and I never use it. What would you sell what would you sell yours for if in my shoes? Practically brand new, less than 150 rounds through it. Havoc, to be honest with you, I would not sell it. Now you can get good money for it right now. You could probably for the right buyer, you could probably get what you paid for it. However, if something happens in the future, that could be a rifle that's grandfathered in, or it could be, something that's grandfathered in. If something were to ever happen, that's just something to think about. I'm not trying to scare you or have you all concerned about it. But if you already own it, if Joe were to get in or whatever, it could be grandfathered, and then you'd be like, oh crap, I should have not got rid of it. So that's kind of the thing that I've got. I have some rifles that I have never even shot. They're still in the box, and I bought strictly for that kind or type of reason. If something were to go awry, I've got them. Or if a family member fell on hard times and they had to have something for self-defense, I would gladly let them use that. Or depending on the family member, maybe even give it to them. But that's something to think about. So, I know everybody's like, I want to sell this and buy this and buy this, but if you sell it and then you buy something, you're going to pay more for it than what you really should pay probably. And, just something to think about. I mean, you do what you want to do, but I couldn't quote you a price on what you could get for it. I would just go on, what is it? The gun, I forget the damn name of it all of a sudden. The gun site, and new and used are going for. Hey, what's up, Humble? I appreciate you coming in, man. Good luck in nationals, man. Go out there and kill it. All right. Keenan is saying get the Daniel Defense V7 lightweight. I have a hand arm injury and weight isn't bad. Yeah, well, there you go. And I don't know if I don't know enough about Daniel Defense. I have shot them. I've never owned one. Keenan would know more about that than me. Gunbroker. Thanks, Keith. I was having a brain fart. But maybe you could get a lighter forearm for it. If the weight is in the barrel, it's going to be hard to take that out without replacing the barrel. But something to think about. Gunbroker. Yeah, everybody's helping me out on that. I needed it apparently. Got to talk about so much crap that I can't remember. Yes, Humble is shooting the Beretta. Yeah, you can sell on Arms List. You can sell on Gunbroker. If you trade it in, you're not going to get anything for it because right now they're still giving nothing, but they're turning around and selling and make a ton of money off of it. Let's see here. Oh, another thing I want to talk about is the ATF with the Q Honey Badger brace. I kind of brought it up a little bit last time. They did release a 60-day kind of reprieve from it. However, I think they're waiting the 60 days to see if Biden's going to win. And if he does, then they're really going to go after him. So if y'all are not familiar with this, you can check out Q, Trash Pandas, etc. Q LLC. You can find out the information, but they're specifically going after the Honey Badger. That brace is made by SB Tactical. There's a whole story behind how they measured it, which was not correct. Y'all can figure all that out, or y'all can read all about it. But yeah, it's kind of crappy. So just be aware of it, and definitely write your senators, email the White House, email the ATF. I mean, we got to stand behind this. Even if you don't own a brace, you're only a rifle guy or whatever, who knows what could come next. So I definitely want to tell everyone to fight for this because we need it on the 2A side. We need the ATF to go bye-bye and quit messing with people. It's stupid and there's no reason for it. So that's my 2 cents. That's pretty much all the questions that people had asked me. So, and I did vote today, so please make sure you go out and vote. Got my little sticker. So there's my little sticker. So I voted today. I don't know if you can see it, but I voted today. So definitely vote and let your vote count. We gotta fight for our rights. And there's some people that will help us and some people that will try to take it away, and we need to get them out of there. Yes, Pistol Pete, I agree. We need to ban bad people. Idiots. Also, Kyle, the deal that happened in Chicago with the riots, where he shot those, they basically kind of dismissed the charges in Chicago. However, he lives in Wisconsin. I think they're holding those charges for now. So that fight's not over for him. But it is what it is. So. Oh, music, I don't know you. I appreciate it, Pistol Pete. Thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up if you like it. What pistol is out there that you don't have that gets you excited? I really enjoyed the Atlas. It was a really fun gun. So was the STI. They're the Staccato XC. They were both really cool guns to shoot. I'm excited about the the freaking CZ, deal, if it ever comes out. Who knows if that thing's going to come out, but still excited about that. But, guns in the store right now, when I walk into a gun store, there's really nothing that super excites me. I've looked at some, but I'm like, nothing that is super exciting that I don't already have, or, that I haven't shot. Pistol Pete, I don't know you either. Yeah, the DWX and the Alien. Mr. Media, you're getting your Alien in like a week or two, aren't you? Isn't it coming in? He's already ordered the he ordered the Alien, just waiting for it to come in. So no, Romans, he is out with the new house, so he should be back. But he said he would just let me know when that stuff was all squared away. DC, that's cool. Yeah, if you get the Rock Island Armory, you could send it and have it tuned and everything here in Texas. Gosh, God, there's so many freaking gun companies. I can't remember his name, but there's a guy here in Texas that does awesome work with Rock Islands. It's Hayes Customs. Yeah, that's his name, Hayes Customs. So he can take your Rock Island and really smooth it, tune it, do all the good stuff to it, and have that thing running like a sewing machine. Because they're on a Rock Island. I don't know how much you've played with it or if you played with them, and I have, but there's like on the safety, man, there's a lot of like really jagged parts. They're not smooth. Just with pushing the safety down, it can catch you, and he deburrs everything. He really makes it all nice and polishes it, all the internals, and he does really good work, and it's not that expensive. All right, he is saying that the Alien getting export stamp these next few weeks. Cool. Yeah, I'll be interested in shooting that. Excited about that one, trying it. Voting for Donald Trump for president and Joe Biden for senator. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's voting, or he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And like I said, I don't care what anybody says. He's going to, if he won, he would get into office. He'd be there for about 1 or 2 months, if that. And then his girlfriend would take over. He would step down for issues, mental issues, and then she would step right in. So that's their whole plan. So mark my word, if that happens, that's because if you've listened to her, when I become president, when I do this, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take that. If you're vice president, you're not taking anything. So. Yes, Kathleen, you can send it in and they can do it up for you. Langdon does all of that. All right. Any more questions? It's about 7:42. I want to try to answer all the questions I can, because after the chat, I usually get asked a ton of questions. But smash that thumbs up if you like what you're hearing. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't trust any of the politicians either. You know how they're lying, don't you? If their mouth's moving. That's my dad joke for the day. I'm sure everybody's heard it. Let's see here. Did shoot the POF 300 blackout. I put that video up. I shot it suppressed, non-suppressed. Matter of fact, media was with me, helped me dial it in. Really super fun gun. Really enjoyed it a lot. That is my first 300 blackout, and it was a lot of fun. So I can't share all my secrets, Kyla, but what I would do is I would Google, range ammo online. Just Google it, 9mm bulk ammo. You'll have some stuff pop up, but I can't tell all of my secrets. If you hit me up on Instagram, I'll share some with you. How about that? Can't say it out loud though. Oh boy, is a hot dog a sandwich? Hell no, it's a hot dog. It's not a sandwich. It's a hot dog. Now, if you wanted to have a hot dog sandwich, you could cut them in half, you could fry them, and then you could lay them flat on sandwich bread, and then I guess you could make it a hot dog sandwich. But a hot dog is not a sandwich. Bagger Bro. Hey, what's up, Manny? How are you? Okay, Bagger is asking thoughts on the P210 target. I have not shot one. I have touched a lot of them and played around with them and stuff. Honestly, they do nothing for me. I would not buy one. I would personally not buy one. That's just me. I'm not saying they're bad guns. They just don't do it for me. Manny is asking, what is better, stickers or patches? I have said this. If you all have followed me for a long time, I have said this, and I actually make fun of people who get all excited about stickers. I have said this numerous times. I've done videos about it. Stickers, I always joke around, and I'm like, if you collect stickers, you need a sticker book. I'm not a sticker fan. I hate stickers. I've got, and I'm not joking, I have bags and bags and bags of stickers. I probably have 2,000 plus stickers, and I'm not even joking. Matter of fact, I even put them in a video one time where I laid them all out. I hate stickers, but I love patches. Patches are cool. So do like patches. Patches stick around, or even like the little magnets, like the little sticker. They look like stickers, but they're little magnets, like you can stick on a safe or something like that. And I know a lot of people do it, and I'm not hating on them. A lot of people want stickers, and they stick them all over their safe, and they stick them on file cabinets, and they do all this. I'm not going to conk up all my safes with a bunch of stickers. I'm just not that guy, but that's me. I just, joke around, and I think stickers are for little kids, but I know a lot of people like them. So if I hurt your feelings, I'm not sorry, but I don't like it. Air fryers. I don't know anything about air fryers, Manny. So I've never used one. I know a lot of people do. I personally just not used one. Are the SHOT Show schedules releases over? I think that manufacturers are going to start releasing new guns when they are ready and not wait. I know a lot of people are going, or some people are going to SHOT Show that I personally know. I'm not going to go. I think a lot of manufacturers, especially, from Sweden and from all these other places, they're probably not going to go. So I don't think this is going to be a normal SHOT Show where all the manufacturers show up, because they have to pay for the booths and they have to get airfare and do all this other stuff. And with all this situation going on right now, I personally wouldn't book a lot of stuff until you know what's going on and who's where and all that stuff. But I'm not going to go. So I could go, but I'm just not going to go. And nothing to do with COVID. And I actually like a lot of people, but there's some people I don't like. So a hamburger, a sandwich, a hamburger's a hamburger. So I guess you could say it's a meat patty sandwich if you really wanted to, but I call them hamburgers. So a hoagie is a sandwich. Indiana is supposed to vote on constitutional carry for next year. Do you think Biden winning may affect individual state carry laws? It could. I know that Texas, we should have had that forever ago. It's been brought up again. They're supposed to be voting on it next time for Texas. I think it's going to pass finally in Texas. We've got enough people behind it now. But I think it's going to be each state individually. Indiana should pass, I would think. With Biden stepping in, who knows? But I think that's up to each individual state. That's my opinion. Kentucky got it. Let's see here. I have shot Tula steel ammo. I have shot it. The couple of boxes that I shot, I didn't have any issues with it. Not saying everything's perfect, but I guess you get what you can get. If it's there, get it. Because most guns will shoot steel. Some don't like it. You could have some extractors skipping. I know on CZP-10s that can happen. You can have extractors skipping or ripping the case off the back. That's happened. But in a situation right now, get what you get. It's a pretty good question. Waffles or pancakes or French toast, which is the best? Me? If I have to pick those three, I'm going waffles. I like waffles. Pistol Pete had a squib with Tula. I never shot steel through my P01. I just never tried it, but I did shoot steel through my P07. It shot it no problem. I didn't have any problems with it. So. And what's cool is when I voted today, and I did this on purpose. When you vote, and if you follow me on Instagram, you can see it. I actually took a picture of it on the glass. You'll probably have to zoom in on it, look. But you have to use either a driver's license, like a voter's card, and then show your driver's license. There's different things you can use to vote. And you can vote using your Texas license to carry, because on the back, they can scan it. So today voting, I used my Texas license to carry, and I did that on purpose. When I handed it to the lady, she kept looking at it, and it said license to carry, and she was kind of looking at me and looking at it, staring at it, and then she scanned it and then gave me my thing, and I did it up, but I did that on purpose. What is the best hot sauce Tabasco? I'm assuming you're like Louisiana hot sauce, Tabasco. There's different versions. I think there's Crystal. I'm a Tabasco guy or Louisiana hot sauce guy. So if you're sprinkling it on, I like Tabasco sauce and Louisiana hot sauce. Don't really care for Crystals, but that's just my opinion. Heck, it would probably run on some guns if you put ketchup on it. That's just sad. That's just sad. But when I did vote today, the people in front of me were, where you slide your ballots in and stuff. They were all just holding their ballots and just, kind of holding them out there so everybody could see them. And the very first one is if you're voting for Trump or Biden. And put it this way, the 4 people in front of me, I saw who the 4 people in front of me were voting for. Stuffed French toast. Yes, I've heard that is good. I personally never had it, but I've heard that it is good. How is the CZ Bren 2? The CZ Bren 2 is pretty awesome. I shot the first, and I've said this before, and I've got a video on it if you want to go way back. I shot the fully auto CZ Bren 2 5.56, the very first one in the United States. At Crossfire, they got it in, and it's freaking awesome. There's a couple things I didn't like. The handguard, I was hoping it should have been a little longer. This was an SBR version. I was hoping for the handguard to be a little bit longer, but it was still, still manageable. I shot I think I shot a total of 4 mags through it. So what's that, 120 rounds? It was cool. It shot good. This particular one had an aim point on it that I shot, and I liked it. So I wouldn't hesitate to buy one. And HB Industries makes a ton of parts for it. You know, if you want to change stuff, they make a trigger. Trigger wasn't super great. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't like super nice, but it still wasn't bad. But HB Industries makes a handguard, they make a trigger, they make all different kinds of things for it. Flashbang hot sauce. Haven't tried that one. Yeah, DC, you probably tuned in a little bit late, but I actually have the Vortex UH1 Gen 2. So I do have that. And that's what I was talking about earlier. So you can go back and listen to that part of it. I've got a review that's going to be coming out on it soon. Cholula, you know, we have it and it's big around here. I'm not big on Cholula hot sauce. It's just the flavor is okay. If that's all they have, I'll use it. Definitely love hot stuff. The hotter, the better. I even got, I posted on Instagram, if y'all follow me and you saw it, I got some ghost pepper beef jerky from Buc-ee's, and it was ghost pepper beef jerky. Whew, it was freaking hot, but it was awesome, but it was hot. Put that shit on everything, yeah. Yes. Well, actually, here it goes. All right, Big J, do you ever carry a backup gun? Yes, I do. Not a lot, but I do carry one in some of the areas that I've gone into. If I'm going to be traveling with other people, and I've said this in videos before, I actually have a left-hand holster for my shield. And I've carried my shield on the left side and then had my other one at the appendix. You know, so I've had two on me. However, that's usually when I'm traveling with a couple of people. I always do carry when I'm traveling. I always carry a backup mag, always, just in case, because most of your failures could be due to a mag. So when I'm traveling, I always carry a backup mag. Sometimes when I'm just local, you know, around, sometimes I won't carry one. I'll be honest. So, but I do carry a backup mag 100% of the time when I'm traveling. I want y'all's opinion before we get off. There's some people on YouTube, and I just want to see if this bugs y'all. Y'all all know how I talk. Just like I'm talking now is how I talk on videos. But what about the people that, you know, just for a video, they start talking like this? Hey, we got this coming at you. We got this coming at you. You know, I call it the game show voice. What do y'all think about the game show voice? Does it just make you cringe? Does it like, dude, you don't talk that way all the time. Why are you doing it for a video? What do y'all think about it? The game show voice. Does that bug y'all, or y'all just like, hey, whatever? Let me know about the game show voice. I mean, I could do it on a video if I want. I could be like, hey, we've got this, you know, cool remote. I'm going to talk about this cool remote. We're going to talk about it. It's awesome. But that just drives me crazy. Bald, I'm going to put you up here. Okay. I want to see you do a game show voice, because I promise you, you can't even speak enough English to get a game show voice out there. I could out game show voice you all day long. Mickey Mouse voice. Because the only thing, when I see people in videos that do that kind of talk like that, you know, I'm like, you don't talk that way in person. Why are you doing it for a video? It's like you're trying to play a persona. You know, you're trying to be somebody that you're not. And that just drives me crazy. Bald, I'm not calling you on your cell phone and talking to you in my sexy voice. You've heard my sexy voice before. You know, when we're drinking by the fire, you don't want that sexy voice, because you'll just be all over me and I'll have to peel you off like notebook paper. Monty Hall is turning over in his grave. And see, Kyle, you kind of hit it on the head. That's, you know, when you use the gimmicky voice or the game show voice, it's like you know, you're just, I don't know. It just kind of drives me crazy. I know. I tend to do that, music. I tend to do that to Bald. He likes it. Yep, I want to be informed, not get a sales pitch. I just want, I just want people to be normal, I guess themselves. I don't want them to play like two or three different personalities. And I think I get that feeling when people are doing that, and I've had people, tell me, hey, I appreciate your, your real life or real world, talk. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of what I am. Yeah, I could sell you, people can sell, swampland and sell swampland to people and use that pitch voice, and I hate it. All right, any last questions? Because we're about to shut this down. We're coming up on 8 o'clock. I do always want to tell everyone I so appreciate y'all being on. And every Wednesday night, I've got some loyal people here, and I love all you guys and ladies. Really means a lot to me. Hit the thumbs up if you like what I'm doing. I really appreciate that. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me over there. I put up a bunch of stuff, like sneak peek stuff that sometimes I don't even show on YouTube or even talk about on YouTube. I've got a bunch of stuff here on the table that I still need to review. Some of it, I've started playing with it. There's one thing that I really don't like, and I'll get into that later. It's from a company, it's a reputable company, but I'm not really digging this product. So we might talk about it, we might not, but we'll get into it. I shot on a CZ rifle. It was a 22. I can't remember the model number. Don't hold me to it. It was like a 4 or something. It was not my rifle, but I did shoot it, and it shot really nice. Had a nice trigger. The only thing I didn't like about it on this particular 22 is it had the little weird mags. They're like little tiny mags. I didn't really care for it personally. Not that they were hard to load. It's just with my fingers and my hands, they're just freaking small. These little mags were, but that's the only one I've ever shot as far as a CZ bolt gun. The 6 thumbs down. I have a lot of haters. There's haters out there, but if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. And there's a lot of jealous ass people out there. So screw them. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. People are going to do what they're going to do. I appreciate it, Guy Comment. Appreciate it, Keith. But I appreciate y'all so much. I'll do this again next Wednesday night. I don't know if I'm going to be out traveling or if I'll be local, but we will get one done for you. I've got some videos coming out. Got a couple of posts on Instagram that are going to be coming out. Got some mags that I'm testing out. They're kind of unique mags. They're kind of different. Trying to see. Going to be shooting some more pistols and doing some comparison pistols. Like a high-end pistol against a CZ Shadow 2, a high-end pistol against a CZ TSO, things like that. So we've got some cool stuff coming out. So just stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Always appreciate it. And, Harry's Holsters, I've got a link, a discount code for him if you need any great holsters. Links Defense, if you need some great pistol bags, rifle bags, lock grips, you can use my code. Great grips, and the Mag Shack, if you need any mags, those people help out a lot. I really appreciate them, and I always try to support people who take care of me, and not just because they take care of me. I really love their products. Anybody that I actually am associated with, until I've really proven their products and I really like their products, I won't marry up with them or work with them. So just letting you know. Redmond, a Shadow 2 is high end. Yes, I love Shadow 2s. That's why I have many of them. The Sriracha with the green cap, not the best one. Yeah, I'm not a big Sriracha fan. They're okay. But all right. Well, I appreciate everyone. Thanks, Havoc, Frank, C. Kim, everyone. If y'all need anything afterwards, please leave a comment. I'll try to get to you as quick as I can. But thanks, everyone. Y'all have a beautiful evening. Be safe out there. And I love you. Carry on.